it's me, Holly, and today I have a special guest with me,
Rylan, and today we are doing
scratch art. So before we get to that, I did want to thank you guys for registering for our 7 to 12-year-old program series. And today you're taking part in scratch art, which is part of our Art Attacks program. So first we're going to go through and tell you the supplies you're going to need. So do you want to start off with that?
Yeah.
So what are these?
Crown.
So you just need crayons. So it can be the broken crayons you have hidden in your cupboard that you want to get rid of. This is a great craft for that. It can be the no-name brand from Dollarama, or it can be Crayola. Something that Rylan and I have learned by doing it is that the brighter is better, because then you can go ahead and start if you want. Because the brighter that it is, the better contrast that's going to happen. So we're going to talk about contrast a little bit later on. You're going to need some dish soap. Again, it doesn't matter what brand it is. Paint. So this is acrylic paint. You can use tempera paint, but it does have to be black. We are using acrylic. We have used tempera before. We don't really have a preference. Both of them work great. We just ran out of tempera, so we're using acrylic. You're going to need a bowl or a dish to mix your paint and your dish soap in. A paintbrush. We're using a sponge paintbrush. It works best and it doesn't leave lines or streaks on your paper, which you don't want. And then we have like a skewer stick, or you could use a toothpick, anything that has a sharp edge. So Rylan's also used like a fork, anything that will peel the paint off. Okay, so, of course you need a white piece of paper. So what are you doing, Rylan?
Coloring it.
He's coloring it. So that's what you're going to start off with. You're going to take your crayons. Again, the brighter the better. And you're going to draw. You can do circles. You can make shapes, different types of shapes. You can make big chunks, or you can make little lines.
Or like do like.
Yeah, show them. Show them what yours looks like. There. That's what Rylan's chose to do. And something else that we've noticed that the smaller the lines and more colors you use, the brighter your picture pops, and it has a better effect, right? Yeah.
And you can draw about your dog or your puppy or your horse or
whatever. Yeah. So at the end of this, once we scratch off the paint, you can do, as Rylan said, you can draw a picture, maybe a family picture or a picture of your animal.
Or your animal from your miss.
Yeah, maybe an animal that you miss, right? Okay, so Rylan right now is using orange. There's only 2 colors in this pack that we're going to remove. The black, because you're going to be painting with black paint for the contrast, and it won't show up underneath. And then brown, so earth tones and stuff like that. Because what happens is, once Rylan is done coloring this white piece of paper, we are going to take the black paint and the dish soap, and we're going to paint over top of it. And then you're going to take the stick that I have, the skewer, and you're going to actually be able to scratch the paint off. And underneath is going to be left with these bright, fun colors that Rylan's coloring right now. You can be as sloppy as you want. That's part of the fun, right? So that brings me to contrast. So contrast is a principle of art, and that's what part of this activity is going to demonstrate. So whenever we peel the paint off with your skewer, it's a contrast between the bright, vibrant colors underneath and the black paint on top. That's why we suggest to stay away from colors such as black and brown, because they don't show up as well. I'm going to help you out, okay? Having someone help you out is a good option and makes it go faster. You're right. So if you have a parent that you're doing this with, or a sister, or brother, or a sibling,
or your puppy.
Or, well, I don't know if your puppy can help you, but they can watch. I'm sure they find it entertaining. The neat thing about art too is it's so relaxing, and you can really get almost wrapped up in it, which is a really nice feeling. It's very relaxing and very addicting. This activity is very addicting. Bet you can't do just one. If your hand gets sore, feel free to take a break, do some stretches.
And you can do stretches, and you can pause the video.
Yes, you can definitely pause the video. and then come back whenever you're ready. So the goal, there's not many rules to this activity, except for you want to make sure that your whole page, the white page, is a big burst of color at the end. So try to color it so that there's no white left on it. We're almost done. How are you guys doing? I'm sure your hands getting a little sore by now. Make sure to shake them out. Give them a little break. I'll be very excited. You'll have to make sure when you're done to take a picture and send it to my email so that I can take a look at your finished masterpiece. Each activity will be unique, which makes the art, again, another reason why it's a lot of fun. But you get to express yourself individually, right? Okay, keep going. You're doing really good. Good job, Ron. We just have one last edge of the paper.
I found pandas in Minecraft.
Ooh, that would be a good one. Good job, Ryan. There we go. Okay, are you ready for the next step?
Yep.
Okay, so Ron's gonna take the black paint and he's gonna take his bowl and he's gonna squirt a good amount into the bowl. But remember, you can always add more. So if you want to, oh, here, okay, you got it. There you go. You always want to use less and you can always add more so then you're not wasting your paint. Looks like we're going to need more black paint, rather. Here, do you want to help you out? Here, how about you do the dish soap and I'll squeeze out the black paint, okay?
Okay.
So, with the dish soap, you're going to use like a half a teaspoon. So you want to...
Good enough.
It does smell good. Okay, we're going to take the lid off because clearly we're having some problems with our paint here. Okay, you squirt in the dish soap. Yep. We'll have to put paint on our shopping list. There we go. I'm just going to take some of this way. There. Then you're going to take your black paint and your dish soap and you're going to mix it around and around and around so that they're nicely mixed all together. They're combined together.
And it looks like normal paint.
It does look like normal paint. It just has a better smell.
No, Mommy, it like you're like sloppy, like gooey.
It's almost more runny, eh?
Yeah. Then when it gets better, it would look like real paint.
Okay. There. Okay. Yes. Okay. There we go.
Good.
Can you get up here too? Perfect. Okay. Now, whoop. You saved it. Now you're going to take, this is what Ryland's painting looks like, or art looks like, and you're going to take the paint and you're going to paint all over top of it. So you want a nice thin layer. Perfect. So you don't want any of the color to pop through. If you can see color popping through, put a little bit more paint. So whenever you are done painting this, you are going to have to let it dry. So when we are waiting for ours to dry, we just set it in front of a fan. And it takes about 30 minutes.
Or if it's sunny outside, you can just put it outside.
Right, if it's
But
sunny
I'd
outside.
rather put a fan.
Yes, sometimes it can take longer outside, but if it's a beautiful day outside and you can make sure that it doesn't blow away on you, that works too, and that'll dry pretty fast. Once it's all dry, then you can start your scratching. But when it dries, sometimes some color will pop through. Just put a little bit of extra paint on that to make sure that all the areas are totally blacked out. Okay, last little corner, and then that'll be good. We can finish it up later. There. What we did, so that we can do it with you and you guys don't have to wait for ours to dry, is we already created, we're just going to set that aside. Okay. I know, it's so much fun. Rylan already created a finished one. So this is what it looks like when it's dry, if you can see it. And now Rylan is going to show you the contrast between the color in the back and the black paint. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have it on this clipboard just so that we can show the camera.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead, do it like that so that they can hopefully see. Or you're just gonna scratch. So this can be pretty messy when the paint falls off. So like you can see, we have some newspaper down to catch the scraping. There, so there you go. So when you do that, you can see the contrast of the color showing. So now you can wait for yours to dry and then you can get scratching on your scratch art. Don't forget to show me a picture in my email. I'd love to see your finished product.
Comment below.
Or comment below. And I can't wait to see you guys next time at Science Fun. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.